can't believe these came from our backyard.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Muslim Farmville. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get some eggs. And today we want to just go ahead and take care of the apple trees and the pear trees. You all remember a few years ago, way back, when my husband planted these beautiful fruit trees. This year we only got few apples, but tons of pears. Every year is different. Every season is just a surprise. As you can see, these pears, they don't look so pretty, but they were delicious. And they always say, don't judge a book by its cover. That's exactly what's happening with these pears. They were delicious. So we have pears, some eggs, and a few days ago, I went to visit my farm friend. You guys always hear me say my farm friend. And these are from our garden. Bunch of squashes, pumpkins, spaghetti squashes, tons of squashes from our garden. But a few days ago, I went to visit my farm friend's farm. And she has, and her husband and family, tons of apple trees. Look at all these apples. That's where these apples came from. We went and collect them. Oh, I know exactly where these apples came from. And we picked them, and it was amazing experience. So we have table here in our dining room, this table, tons of apples from our farm friend, eggs from our chickens, and you all remember this sumac from our farm friend. I dried it. That jar is gonna go to Sabrina, and some of the eggs. Sabrina is visiting here. The rest of what's on this table, we need to take care of everything. This took me a couple of days, but I don't want anything to go to waste. This is a gift from, honestly, from our Creator. This is a blessing, gratitude, right? And then when I went to visit my farm friend, she said, let's go to her other friend's house. And her friend has tons of grape trees. Look at this. So we were there collecting tons of fresh grapes. It's amazing when you know where your food comes from. It is early, and today I'm determined to do something with these apples. They have been sitting there for quite some time, and make applesauce. Let's start with this big basket first. I'm just gonna use my little roaster here, but we gotta move all this. These are from my farm friend. She already got all her goods done. So these are the apple fillings. Honey, what was this one? Apples and chokeberry. She made look so beautiful. Look at this. That looks so pretty. All I'm gonna do with the apples is really cut them in halves. I'm not gonna peel on the skin, and just gonna let it cook down and strain it later. That's as simple as it gets. I might squeeze some lemon juice later, and that's really it. Since I have so many of them, I thought, you know what, I need to just make applesauce and get them done that way. The seeds, the skin, all of that, I'm just gonna put them together. Let it cook down. And then if I see something like this a little bit, I just remove it. Like you can see here too. I'm not gonna let anything go to waste. It's gonna be as simple as that.
These kind of projects, what I love about it's not only one person, right, honey?
Yes.
Not one man's show. It's everybody has to help.
Right? You can smell it already.
The same time, Sharif is making zucchini bread. Mix it all together, Mama. And ganarola is done. There goes the flour. The zucchini first. Auntie Em is gonna love this, Sharifa. When you put all this chocolate chip, she kept saying, add more chocolate chip. There goes Auntie Em. You want to put the chocolate chip now? She did 6 zucchini muffins and 1 loaf straight into the oven. Let's check. Woo! That smells amazing.
Yummy.
Amazing smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look how this is. Since we still have tons of apples, I thought, you know what, let's make fire apple cider kind of thing and add whatever I have at home. So let's grab a few things because it will be good for winter immune booster. So in winter time, if we are coming down with cold or something, then we can use that. So these are very hot, so I don't want to touch them. Some oregano and thyme. All right, I gave a quick rinse the peppers and the oregano and thyme. I'm just gonna make 1 jar for us and 1 jar for my farm friend. Let's do some apples, lemons, the hot pepper, ginger, cloves, some of the herbs, and more apples to cover it. Couple of garlic, pour vinegar on top, apple cider vinegar with the mother, and that's it. Okay, second bottle is done. Give a quick wipe and let it sit for a few months to get the best benefits. And these are beautiful. I think this one is so pretty. I'm just gonna give this to her, my farm friend, and keep this for us. So now, as you guys saw, that I don't have any vinegar, so it's a good time now since I have tons of apples to make apple cider vinegar. It's so simple. Apples, water, and a little bit of honey since I don't use sugar, and I'm just gonna let it sit months. So let's put that together. I'm just gonna go ahead and peel some apples and use the skin. I have some warm water, mix it with a little bit of honey instead of sugar. When you use warm water, it mixes it so quickly instead of cold water. Sorry about the noise. My dishwasher is on. Finally, we have a dishwasher working now. Let's put all the apple peels in here. So easy to make apple cider vinegar. You just have to give the time to let it ferment. And since I have a little bit of vinegar left, I'm just gonna pour that in there to get a head start. It's got lots of bubbles going on here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give a quick push. That's it, you have apple cider vinegar. We decided to make apple cinnamon cupcakes, muffins, whatever you want to call it. And we chop the apples, cinnamon, we still have some apples, so I'm just going to put a little bit of maple syrup, cinnamon, to the oven. Squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. Apple cinnamon muffins are done. Let those cool down. Some of them will go into the freezer. So it's done. I don't have my little mill thing. So what I've been doing is just use this spoon and my strainer. That's it. Just to make sure it's nice and it's smooth applesauce, you know. Nice and smooth. It's time to steam the applesauce, and I have this amazing fruit steamer. Instead of boiling the way I used to can, I went to my farm friend's house and she had this, and I was like, what is that? My farm friend had this and I thought, how cool is this? And she said, I just go ahead and steam it, and that's it. So let's go ahead and warm that up. All right. Love it. So the granola and the zucchini bread and some of the apple muffins are going to my sisters and my mom's. And the apple sauces, I'm just gonna let them kind of cool down and store it. And everything looks great and came together so beautifully. I just love the colors, right? Next day, I have to take care of these beautiful pears. I don't want them to go to waste. They're a little nice and soft. So I'm thinking about washing them, letting them dry and sleep, and then handle it the next day. Let's take care of them. decided to dehydrate the pears. It's like the skin. This one is tough. Let's put these into dehydrator. Let's do something with these beautiful, amazing grapes. These grapes, I have to tell you quickly the story. I went to my farm friend's house, so we were doing all kind of stuff, and then she gets a call by her other friend and said, the grapes are ready. And she's like, do you want to go? I'm going, yes. So we went and collected all these beautiful grapes. The smell is amazing, and what makes it even more precious and priceless is that I know who grew them and I know who picked them, right? Oh my gosh, it is amazing, beautiful. I love it. What I do is with just clean them and cook them down and sweeten it with a little bit of honey, fruit pectin, and just like I do my jam, jelly, however you call it, that's what I'm really gonna do. And then steam it, and that's it. We're doing all of this work so we can rest in the winter time and feed our family as healthy as possible and as cheap as possible, because here in Wisconsin, winter season, we will not find these delicious, amazing goods, abundance, alhamdulillah. While I'm working on the grapes, guess what I remembered? After we turned on the dehydrator with the pears, we ran to the farmer's market. Today I'm working on this, it's Saturday. Our nephew and his wife came about an hour away, and we made this plan that we will go to the farmer's market here in town. So we did, and they wanted to get juice. There's a homemade juice family who sell juice. Anyway, while we're standing there and I'm looking, someone comes by me. I can feel it in my right shoulder, and she goes, excuse me. I heard it, but I thought it was somebody else talking to somebody else, right? And then I felt it like this person is close. So I turn on my right side, I look, and she goes, are you Yasmin? And I'm like, I'm wearing sunglasses. That's probably why she didn't recognize me. And I go, yes, it's me. And then I go, oh my God, it's you. And then I hug her, and then she said, I thought it was you. Guess who it was? It was the lady. I met her only this one time, from the lady from the grapes. Her husband was standing there with their grandbabies. And I thought, oh my God. So now while I was working on the grapes, I just saw her the second time in my life, and she recognized me. So it's so wonderful, this community that we are part of, to be able to just get so much of goods. Look at this goodness. And then she recognized me, so sweet. So I was like, I said, I'm gonna put the grapes into a jelly, and my husband was with me, and he said, Actually today, when we just go back home, we have to take care of those grapes. So I'm like, nothing of these grapes will go to waste at all, because someone you don't even know invites you into their house and gives you tomatoes and all these herbs and all these grapes, and it's like the abundance and the blessing of being here in Wisconsin. You meet one friend and they take you to another and help you out, and just, it's such a blessing, honestly. So I wanted to put that out there. I was like doing the grapes and just standing here, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just saw her and her husband and the rest of her family. It's so beautiful. So I want to take a minute to share that with you. It's such a beautiful way of living this kind of lifestyle here in Wisconsin. So I'll just go ahead and cook these beautiful grapes down. If you could only smell it. I am by myself right now. One of the boys is power washing the outside of the house, and my husband is up on the roof fixing something because it has been raining, and we had a little leakage in the children's bathroom. So I'm just having my time. My little dehydrator is on, so it's kind of nice to have a little time sometimes. Now I decided we have few pears and also leftovers of the pears, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and juice them, freeze it. Also apples. I have some apples left as well. I'm just gonna juice these, freeze them, so when winter comes, take them out, let it thaw with some cinnamon, star anise, little clove. Warm it up. It's gonna be like a cider, cozy, warm cider for the winter time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and juice that. What I love about this juicer is that you can just throw a whole apple in there. I don't have to cut it or anything. Watch this big apple. Pure apple juice. Priceless. When I'm freezing liquid, I just try to keep it up to, how perfect is that right there, because liquid will expand. And that's really it. This will go to the freezer. So beautiful, isn't it? And so pure. No sugar or nothing is added, just a natural sugar. Too bad Sharif is not here. My sister's daughter and my other sister are visiting from England. So they are showing her around here in town. Otherwise, Sharifa will be eating all this beautiful foam. I think I'm just gonna pour it into a cup and keep it for Sharifa because she loves that. It's good for the gut. Beautiful, right? Let's take care of the pears now. I am so excited for the pear juice. So normally we don't get to have pear juice. Bismillah. It's sweet, but it reminds me of cucumbers as well. So refreshing. I can't believe these came from our backyard. Oh my God, I hope you get to try someday pear juice, because I don't remember ever having a pear juice. It's nice once in a while to take a break, right? Oh, so refreshing. Time to go back to work now. Into the glass jars, and that's it. Freeze them too. No more apples and no more pears. All of them are taken care of. Into the freezer. I'm just gonna let the grapes simmer more. It smells amazing. The tomatoes, I'm just gonna go ahead, rinse them, and put them into the fridge for us to use the week. And the lemon palm, I'm just gonna dry it and make it as a tea. And the onions, we probably will go ahead and use throughout the season as well. Same thing with the squashes. I'm just gonna save on the pumpkins and everything and use them as we go. The pears are all done. From yesterday until today, I made sure they stayed in the dehydrator, and I'm just gonna pour them into this glass jar. There are some nights that we play cards with the children, so we probably will have this and snack around while we play. I cooked down and strained it and put a fruit pectin and a little bit of honey to sweeten it. And that's it. Now I'm just gonna pour it in my sanitized mason jars. And I'll just go ahead and put it into the steamer, cool them down, and store it. We have grape jelly, so we're set. I'm just gonna end the video here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love you to join here our community. And the grape jam is all done. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in a nice place. All done and cool down. I will see you next time.